Welcome back. I wanted to give you guys an update after I changed that air filter. The next day I also cleaned the mass airflow sensor, and with the combination of doing both of those, it did help, and I was able to get gas mileage of 20.5 going between 67 and 68 miles per hour. So I'm really excited about that. I still have to take the vehicle into the shop for the recall, for the oil change, and for the air conditioner. So hopefully it won't be in there but a day. I'm gonna try to sit with it so they will hopefully get it all done. I got a story to tell you guys. I got pulled over by Border Patrol down in Del Rio. I thought I was going to have to deadhead home. My dispatcher wasn't finding me any loads down there, and I needed to get home to get the van taken to the shop for the appointment. So I was headed out of Del Rio, and there's Border Patrol checkpoints down around the border towns that you have to stop at. And I was about a half mile or so away from the Border Patrol, and dispatch had called me, and I thought he said turn around, go back, but I lost signal, so he texted me. He said go back to Del Rio. So I'm a half a mile from the border checkpoint, and in my head I'm like, oh gosh, what do I do? This is gonna look suspect if I turn around, or if I go up there and go through checkpoint and then turn around, that's gonna look suspect. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to turn around to avoid having to, answer anything or say anything about why I'm turning around. I thought it was fine and dandy just to turn around. So there was a little turnaround area. So I turned around, and I'm going 66 miles per hour, and the speed limit's 75, but I'm going 66. Keep in mind, I just changed the air filter, so I wanted to see how I was going to do with my gas mileage. This truck is flying up on my tail, flying, gets up to me, turns his lights on. I'm like, yep, it looked too suspect, me turning around a half a mile from Border Patrol in a big van. So I pull over, turn my flashers on, stick one hand out the window, the other hand on the steering wheel, as that's always good to do so they are aware of where your hands are at and that you're not doing anything funny. And he walks up, and I don't think he could see me completely at the start through the side mirror, because he said, sir, and then he got up there and goes, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, is there a problem? We noticed you turned around right before the checkpoint. So I explained why. I said, I even have the text on my phone if you want to see. He said, no, I need to see in your van. So I got out and I opened the back doors, and he went in and looked, and then he opened up my curtains that go from the cargo area to my bed. And he goes, ooh, that looks like a cozy bed. He goes, okay, ma'am. We just wanted to make sure, everything was good. He said, that kind of looked suspect that you turned around. I said, yeah. I said the exact same thing. So he let me go, and I went and picked up my load, and then I had to go back through it, and I thought for sure they was going to inspect me, but they didn't. They asked the normal questions. Are you a U.S. citizen? Do you have anyone else in the vehicle? And what are you carrying? And then they let me go. So it's always an adventure, transporting, or I don't know, working over the road. It's always an adventure. So that's my adventure from coming back from Del Rio.